onto the country coefficients, and it says year 2023, which means the country coefficients for the 22-23 season have been announced, and I am very, very interested to see what they are. I am praying that Iceland is not in the bottom four. Iceland does not deserve to be in the bottom four of how competitive that league is. It's really underrated. I'm assuming the last place is San Marino. It has to be, right? Last place, if we can just... Last place, it is San Marino. But 54th isn't Andorra, it's Montenegro. 53rd, it's Andorra. That gives me major hope that Iceland is not 52nd. Please, 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 please. Don't make Iceland 52nd. It's North Macedonia! Yeah, baby! The European preliminary rounds for the 23-24 Champions League should be the North Macedonian winner, the Andorran winner, the Montenegrin League winner, and the San Marinese winner. Thank you so much that the Irvalsdale's 4th place team goes to the Conference League qualifiers. Let's freaking go! 51st, it is Gibraltar! How far did they put Iceland? Probably 50th. But Gibraltar! Yeah, the league is pretty uncompetitive. 50th is Wales. It's not really a farmers league, but I guess Iceland is really competitive. They definitely did it right for Iceland. They didn't even put them 49th. Albania, I actually believe Albania should be higher. Like, giving them only 4 teams kind of, come on. Like, think about it. You have Tirana, Partizani Tirana, Vlazina, Teotadures, Lecce, and they're not even in top 5. Lecce and Teuta are in the only relegation spots right now. Baelish Balsh are doing pretty good, and they just got promoted. 48 there is Iceland. But, I mean, they can't complain. I don't have the right to complain about this. They were put so high after what happened last year. 47th is Estonia. Yeah, honestly. Doesn't Flora Tallinn win it every year minus last year? Like, come on. It's always just been Flora Tallinn. 46 is Georgia. Okay. I mean, not even reached top 10. We haven't even reached 10 nations here, but Georgia. Batumi, Tbilisi, Dynamo, Dilagori, Saportalo, Samgorali. I guess 46 is fair. 45th, it is Malta. I do get views from Malta, so I don't want to piss them off, but I personally believe this ranking is fair. Personally. 44th, the Northern Ireland. The Northern Irish people. 44th. Yeah. I mean, if Linfeld just keeps winning it, this could definitely go crashing down. 43rd is the Faroe Islands. Yeah, Key Klaksvik are definitely turning this into a farmers league. 42nd is Luxembourg. Dudelange had that one fluke the season before last, and now are definitely on their key again. 41st is Lithuania. And this actually means that 1 out of their 4 teams that went to qualifiers qualified for the competition. Zalgiris Vilnius qualified for the Conference League. In 40th place, it is Armenia. That is kind of fair, actually. It's pretty fair. Yeah, that's really fair. 39th, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Also, Puna qualified for the Conference League. Bosnia and Herzegovina. No. It should be lower. Probably should be. Zrinjski Mostar nearly made it to Europe, and now they're not doing well, so I guess I can accept 39th. 38th is Belarus. Probably should be lower. Definitely should be lower, actually. 37th is Finland, with HJK Helsinki qualifying for the Europa League. They could actually be higher than 37th. I mean, as long as the teams that get second don't actually have to go to the first round qualifying of the Conference League, I'm fine. 36 is Liechtenstein. One team that went to qualified. FC Vaduz qualified for the Conference League. They don't actually have a league. They only have the Liechtenstein Cup, and they're doing pretty well. 35th is the Republic of Irishland with Shamrock Rovers qualifying for the Conference League. I guess maybe since FIFA has such a big obsession with the UK British Isles, I thought they would be higher. But Latvia actually takes it with Riga Futbola Skola making the Conference League and putting up pretty well. Like, only losing one game in the group they're in. That's really, really impressive, considering that the team they lost to is the weakest out of the three. That's pretty funny. 33rd is Kosovo, with Balkani making the Conference League. Yeah, I guess the ranking's quite fair. 32nd is Moldova, with Sheriff Tiraspol making the Europa League. I think lower because it's honestly a Farmers League now, isn't it? 31st place, Slovenia. Maribor nearly qualified and made that 1 out of 4, but Cluj decided, nah, actually we want to beat them twice. So Slovenia are now sitting there with 0 out of 4 there. But in a 31st place spot, if Slovakia is 30th, that would be really nice. Kazakhstan is 30th. Alright. But yeah, someone who does adore Kazakh football, yeah, I guess that's okay. 29th is Azerbaijan. How far did they put up Slovakia with Karabakh qualifying for the Europa League? Azerbaijan probably should be a bit higher when you consider, there's Karabakh, Neftchi Baku, there's Sumgait, there's Gabala, Zira, all those teams. 28th, it is Slovakia. It had to come with Slovan Bratislava making the Conference League for the second ever edition and the first ever edition, the inaugural edition, last year. Slovakia, I guess 28th is actually not that bad of a ranking. I don't think they went up and down that much. 27th is Poland, and we have Lech Poznan qualifying for the Conference League. I think Ekstraklasa, I think 27th is actually a bit high, but I will accept it. 26th is Romania with FCSB and CFA 1907 Cluj making the Conference League. I guess it's fine, the ranking. 25th is Hungary with Ferencvárosi making the Europa League and had a really good start to the season before losing quite hefty to Crvena Zvezda today. Hungary, Ferencvárosi, 25th, whatever, 24th is Bulgaria with Ludogorets Razgrad making the Europa League. I think the league should be higher than 24th is pretty high. I think it should be lower because of how badly it's been turned into a Super League. Not a Super League, a Farmers League over the last 10 years. 23rd is Sweden with Djurgårdens making the Conference League and Malmö making the Europa League. And recently losing today, but Djurgårdens did win. I think Sweden should be higher. Probably higher than Russia. Oh god, what a fall. Weren't they 9th last year? Oh, they're only 22nd because... Oh my god, they're only 22nd because of Zenit. They're only 22nd because of Zenit. They could have been way further down. 21st, it is Cyprus. 3 out of 5 teams. Can you name them all? Omonia Nicosia making the Europa League. Oh god. Apollon Limassol making the Conference League and AEK Larnassa making the Europa League. There we go. 21st is pretty high for that island nation, eh? 20th, Israel with Maccabi Haifa, Champions League, Beersheva in the Conference League. Again, pretty high for that nation, isn't it? 19th, that is Greece. That's pretty low. Olympiacos placement, the Europa League. Should be. Olympiacos suck. 18th is Turkey. 4 out of 5 teams. Oh god, which team didn't make it? That's actually the bigger question. Which team didn't qualify? Tigre Konyaspor. But which teams made it? Fenerbahce, Trabzonspor to the Europa League, Fenerbahce to the Europa League. Sivasspor and Istanbul Basaksehir out of the Conference League. 17th, Croatia. Maybe a bit higher. It should be a bit higher. 1 out of 4, that is Dynamo Zagreb making the Champions League. 16th place, Dalmatia. 3 out of 5 teams qualified. Those being Copenhagen for the Champions League, Midtjylland for the Europa League, and Silkeborg for the Conference League. Nice. 15th place, Ukraine, 3 out of 5 as well. Kiev making the Europa League, Shakhtar making the Champions League, and Dnipro 1 making the Conference League. Again, pretty nice, along with Denmark. 14th is Switzerland, 2 out of 4. Basel in the Conference League, and Zurich in the Europa League. Young boys didn't make it, surprisingly. Switzerland. Could be a bit higher, actually. I think it deserves to be higher. 13th is Czechia. They're actually ahead of Switzerland. How are they ahead of Denmark, Croatia, and Turkey and Switzerland? I don't know. 3 out of 4 teams made it. One of Slovakia made the Conference League for the first time. That's Europe their first time as well. Plzeň made the Champions League, and Slavia made the Champions League as well. 12th is Norway. Borglimt made the Europa League, and Molde made the Conference League. Also, again, that's really high for Norway. Holy crap. 11th is Serbia. Crvena Zvezda, Europa League. Partizan Belgrade, the Conference League. 10th is Austria, 3 out of 5. Austria Wien made the Conference League. Salzburg made the Champions League. And what's that other team? What other team made it? I'm really trying my best to think. Ow, that actually hurt David. Salzburg. God. Oh my, what happened? I don't know. I'm quickly scanning over the groups in the Conference League right now. Group F, Group F, Group F, Group F, Group F. I did Group F already in conference, and I don't remember. Whatever, I don't remember. I'll have to search it up. Actually, I have the tabs right here. Definitely didn't make the Champions League. Europa League. Any Austrian teams in here? Stormgrass. I probably wouldn't have forgotten about them. Okay, we've reached the top 10. 9th place is Belgium, 4 out of 5. Bruges, Champions League. Ghent, Conference League. Union Saint-Gilloise, Europa League. And Antwerp. No, not Antwerp. And good question. In 8th, it is Scotland. Okay, I will actually look, though, which Belgian team made it. There's Union Saint-Gilloise, and I guess we're going on to the Conference League, where we have Anderlecht. Of course, Anderlecht. But Scotland, that's pretty high up for Scotland, isn't it? Rangers, Celtic, and Hearts made it. First to the Champions League, latter to the Conference League. 7th is Portugal. Portugal does not deserve being that low. I thought they'd be contesting for top 5. 7th? 4 to 6. Porto, Sporting, Benfica, Champions League, Braga, Europa League. But still. What? 6 is the Netherlands in the Eredivisie. The top 5 is always the same, isn't it? The 4 teams that qualified are AZ for the Conference League, Feyenoord for the Europa League, Ajax for the Champions League, and PSV for the Europa League. In 5th, France. 6 out of 6 teams qualified. PSG for the Champions League, along with Marseille, while Monaco, Stade Rennes, and Nantes play in the Europa League, while Nice are in the Conference League. Italy sit 4th. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. The 7 teams made it. Juve, AC, Milan, Napoli, and Inter made the Champions League, while the Europa League teams are Roma and Lazio, and the Conference League team is Fiorentina. The Bundesliga, 8 teams. Wait, hold up. 8 Bundesliga teams made Europe. 8? That's allowed? That shouldn't be. Hold up. Champions League, Bayern, Borussia Dortmund. Leipzig and Bayer Leverkusen. Europa League, Union Berlin and Freiburg. Conference League. hold on. What's the 8th team? How many German teams? You see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Frankfurt. That makes sense. And then Spain, and then of course England tops it. Spain, their 7 teams are Madrid in the Champions League, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid also in the Champions League with Barca and Sevilla in the Champions League, Villarreal in the Conference League, and Betis and Sociedad in the Europa League. While in England, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea and Spurs sit in the Champions League, Arsenal and United in the Europa League, and in the Conference League, West Ham. So, okay, I do think that the top 5 is fair. Portugal should probably be 6th. Russia should be lower. Hungary should be lower. Finland should be higher. And Iceland isn't bottom 4. That's all we learned today. Yeah. Peace.